Most guys fold under pressure. They let people drift in and out of their lives like their time and energy mean nothing. They welcome back those who hurt them because they're scared to draw the line. But you're built differently. You've felt the sting of betrayal, the weight of abandonment. Yet here you are, not to dwell on the pain, but to break the cycle. You're not here to play the victim. You're here to rise, to understand why she walked away, why she's suddenly circling back, and how to handle it like the man you're becoming. Let's dive in. Reason 1. Guilt. Guilt is a powerful emotion, but don't get it twisted. When she left, there wasn't guilt. There was certainty, confidence, maybe even smugness. She thought leaving was the right move. Thought you'd either be fine or fall apart. Either way, she didn't stick around to care. But guilt, it creeps in later. Quiet at first, then loud. She might have thought she'd find something better, more excitement, more freedom, more attention. But reality didn't meet her expectations. The freedom, empty. The attention, superficial. Meanwhile, you weren't doing what she predicted. No desperate texts, no late-night calls, just progress, peace, strength. And that's what triggers her guilt. She remembers the times you were her rock, her safe place, her steady hand when life was chaos. And then it hits her. She didn't just lose a good guy. She lost the guy. But let's get clear, guilt isn't the same as regret. It's not about what she did to you, it's about how bad she feels now that you're doing fine without her. Guilt is selfish. It's her discomfort, not your healing. She comes back thinking slipping into your life will ease that weight. That maybe if you let her in again, she won't feel so bad about herself. But this is where most men mess up. They see her return as redemption. It's not. It's a temporary fix for her guilt. Don't be her emotional bandage. If you take her back just to ease her guilt, you're teaching her that your boundaries can be crossed. Again and again, her guilt. Let her sit with it. That's not your problem. You've been rebuilding on your terms. Don't let her guilt unravel that. You're not her healing, you're her lesson, and the man who understands this reclaims his power. Reason 2. Fear of loss. Fear of losing someone is primal, but men and women experience it differently. For you, loss is tied to genuine connection. You fear losing her because you cared. You built something. But for her, especially in today's world, fear of loss often boils down to losing control, not love. You represented stability, consistency, safety. When she left, she thought she was gaining freedom, options, maybe even someone better. But life slapped her with reality. That exciting freedom turned into lonely nights. The men she thought would treat her like gold. They didn't care about her dreams, her struggles. They wanted the surface, nothing deeper. Suddenly, she looks at you differently. She sees the growth, the strength, the confidence. And what scares her the most? She's not a part of it. See, when you were with her, she had control. She knew you'd fight for her. Now, you're detached, focused, unbothered. She doesn't run the story anymore, and that terrifies her. Comeback isn't about love. It's about trying to reclaim power. She'll say what she thinks you want to hear, but ask yourself, if she truly valued you, why did she only see your worth after losing you? Her fear is not your responsibility. It's not your job to comfort her insecurities or prove you're still there. Your job is to protect your peace and keep evolving. Let her watch from the sidelines. Her fear of losing you, let her feel it. Let her learn what it's like to lose a man who once moved mountains for her. That's not revenge. It's justice, and it's earned. Reason 3. Validation. This one stings the most, because it reveals the raw truth. Most of the time, she doesn't come back because she loves you. She comes back because she misses the feeling of being wanted. She's not looking for reconnection. She's chasing validation. Her ego is starving. And guess who used to feed it? You. When she left, she thought she could replace that high with social media likes, thirsty DMs, and fleeting flings. She thought attention from random guys could fill the void, but it didn't. Those guys didn't care about her like you did. They didn't listen, support, or protect. And once they got what they wanted, they vanished. No depth, no care, just silence. Now, she's back in your messages, talking about how much she misses you. But listen closely. It's not about you. It's about how empty she feels. She's not coming back to rebuild anything. She just wants to know if she still matters. She wants to hear you say, "It's okay." She wants proof she wasn't replaceable. Don't give it to her. You've grown. You've built yourself up without her. And that growth? That's what she wants to feed off again. But it's not your job to refill her ego. You're not her emotional supplier anymore. You're not here to make her feel better about her choices. You're here to move forward. Her need for validation is not your mission. Your worth is not tied to her approval. And the man you are now doesn't go backwards. He doesn't play therapist to the person who broke him. She'll never understand that your strength came after she left. And that strength is the very reason she can't reach you anymore. Reason 4. Curiosity about your growth. Let's be real. Most women don't expect you to thrive without them. They expect you to crumble, sulk, get stuck in the "what went wrong" phase. They assume they were your peak, your motivation, your emotional fuel. But when you don't just move on, you evolve. That shakes her entire reality. She checks your social media or hears from mutual friends. You've leveled up, new job, new confidence, new energy. She doesn't recognize this version of you, and that bugs her more than she'll ever admit. She's curious. How did he grow without me? She thought she was the spark, but now you're fire, and you lit it yourself. Understand this. When a man transforms without her, it messes with her ego. She starts wondering if she misjudged you. If maybe, just maybe, she left a man who was about to become unstoppable. So she reaches out, not necessarily because she wants to rebuild, but because she wants a front row seat to your evolution. She's not sure if she still has access. She wants to test the waters. Check if you're still that guy who used to chase her validation. But here's the catch. You're not. You're no longer the man trying to prove your worth. You're the man who knows it. So when she comes back out of curiosity, don't mistake it for genuine intention. She's peeking through the window, but you've already locked the door. Let her wonder. Let her regret. You owe her nothing, not even an explanation. Reason 5. No one else measured up. Here's the ugly truth most men refuse to hear. When she left, she thought she could do better. She didn't just walk away. She traded you for the idea of better. Maybe someone with more status, more edge, or more game. Or maybe she thought the single life would be thrilling, full of parties, dates, endless options. But eventually, reality humbles her. That better guy turned out to be inconsistent, selfish or unavailable. The exciting flings, shallow and exhausting. The freedom, lonely and cold. So now she's looking back, not because of love, but because of comparison. And that's key. She's not returning for you. She's returning because the world outside wasn't what she romanticized. She starts replaying your loyalty, your effort, your consistency. She realizes that what she called boring was actually safe. What she saw as predictable was actually dependable. And now? She's craving the version of you she discarded, but you've changed. You're not standing in the same spot she left you in. The version of you she remembers no longer exists. So when she crawls back because the world didn't measure up, don't take it as a compliment. It means she treated you like a placeholder, a backup plan for when the grass wasn't greener. And a behavior insight is no one's second choice. You're not a downgrade. You're not a retreat. You're a standard. You're what other men aren't, and she sees it now. But that realization, it came too late. They come back, not because they've changed, but because they can't handle what your absence reveals about themselves. Guilt, fear, validation. Those are their issues, not yours. She left because she couldn't see your value. She returns because she can't ignore it now. But her return, that's not your green light. That's your final exam. Have you learned your lesson? Will you protect your peace over her feelings? If this hit home for you, comment below, "I choose my peace." Because that's where your power is, in choosing peace over chaos, healing over history, self-respect over temporary comfort. Subscribe if this message resonated. Help us grow this movement, one strong man at a time. You're not just a man. You're the man she couldn't replace. And that's her reality to live with, not yours.